Welcome back. Episode 200. Feels like it. All right. Let's just fire it up, see where we're at. Excellent. Okay, so we've got our, we've got our reusable function here, the madlib HTML that goes in and basically just replaces, right, it replaces these things with the story links. So I'm feeling good about that. What's next? Let's take a look at the Figma. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I think the only other thing is to add more people in here. And then I'll feel good about that being content complete. Signature. I mean, that's going to be straightforward. That's going to be just putting in a SVG element. Probably, or actually, it could be in the handwriting font and a link. So really, I mean, let's just, not even sure if we want a link, to be honest. Also, I don't know if we want to change that terminology up. Let's say we're a signature. Signature. Let's bring this back. Actually, it'll probably actually be signature. Is that even right? Let's just call it personal name. To be honest. I totally shouldn't say that. Render personal. If. Right. Basically, we'll just keep a Boolean for this. Personal visible. So that we just won't even render unless personal visible is true. And personal visible true will be based on, it can be reactive. So yes, Svelte. Personal. Only if personal. Yeah, okay. Cool. So if there is personal HTML, then it'll be visible. So then class let's go with display none signature dot visible. It's not there. It should only show it now when Jan is selected, and there we go, Jan. Great. Next up, we look at Slack for a second. All right, back to the Figma. All right, we need a search component. So let's go back to our home. How is this shaping up? This is something that's going to be, so we got intro. Then we will have a search. New. Assuming this is just on the home, I'm not going to make it too reasonable until we know more. Let's search that cell. Script export stories. There will certainly be an input field. Find value equals this find value. Look at that, we've got our search input. Now just to bind it a little bit. I'm not sure what fields. I think we're gonna have keywords and head and deck text. We'll have a bunch of stuff to search on. So actually I'm not sure what that's gonna be yet, but just a real preliminary one. We could just search on the headlines just so we have something. Show that it's working. So basically we could say result equals stories dot filter t dot head dot includes lower case, and let's also actually just say trim whenever it changes. That's going to be our search term, and there, let's call it our query, and then results is going to be just looking for if head. Oh, maybe we should, let's see, const go ahead and just lowercase all this. Or I don't know how to dot. We're gonna, okay. This is not bad. We'll make a copy of everything in stories. Then we'll create a search property. And right now it'll just have head lowercase. We could get fancier here, and this could actually be like an array of tokens, but right now we're just going to do this. And then the data dot filter d dot head dot includes sorry, d dot search dot includes query. And then for now, it's just each results as head. We will just render p tag that has the head of anything that matches on it exactly. Now, you can't read two lowercase, someone finds. Should have head, shouldn't it? Console stories. Oh, it's on value. Oh, so right now it's going to literally return everything. So let's maybe put a thing on that says query, so or empty. So if it's empty, we don't want to actually return anything. Okay. So let's start typing in music. There we go. There's every headline that has the word music in it. So that's a good start. And honestly, we'll just leave that for now. We could even do like query dot like is greater than 2. So like A, B, C, or MUS. So it won't match on MU. Okay. Let's leave that for now until we figure out what we want to actually, how we want to run the search. But we've got it in there, technically speaking. And I see there's an icon, so I don't know if we want it to be like we submit or it's like on type and it returns results. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, that's good enough for now. Next step. What do we want to do? Let's go back. So technically that exists. Let's see, there's another. Oh, I bet this is supposed to be sticky. Totally, that's supposed to be sticky. So that's probably why there's that box shadow situation. Let's give ourselves a container here. Make it as ugly as possible, so it's clear what needs to be changed. Position, sticky, top, 0, left, 0. Okay, it's sticky. Great. Next up. Our stories. Okay. Stories that spell. I'm actually already looping through these in here. Damn. Well. Oh, I forgot with the whole palette situation. Let's bring that back. We want them reverse gone, maybe for by default. Look up color. Cool. Let's take all this. Right. Now, let's bring this back. So we have an image. Actually, is the whole thing supposed to be a link? It's a great question. Should they individually be links? Oh yeah, there's other stuff. So to actually make it. Should it be a list? Let's make it a list. Here you go. Gotta include it. So also here's another thing. Right now we're prop drilling. We could just set the context of home. So stories gets passed down to everything rather than having to do this every time. I kind of like that. So let's do that. Set context. So set context. Stories. All right, so some of these things. All right, now we need to import get context. Though we might want this to be a store if stuff is going to be connected, but I don't know. Import get context from Svelte, and that'd be const stories equals get context. I think that's how it goes. And then intro. What's the other one? Search. Sending is not defined. Right. Colors is not defined. Okay. Great. We're in business. Now let's do some things. First, let's here, let's start. So that's going to be removed. That's just for debugging. That's the actual thing. So it's actually so we just want to return first one match. So it's 0 for now. So let's return. Okay, now it's set image max. Let's go ahead and hide this for now. And 0 at our margins. Should be better though. It's class. So was colorful. So many. All right, let's go to API home. So the list of stuff we need here is getting long. Because I know there is also a new thing, which is tease. Which means now here. And for now, let's just go ahead and say color white. Now we're going to do that dynamically. That's a slew of red stars. Okay, and I also happen to know, okay, let's just do some basic left-right structure here. Oh, it needs a title. How about that? Stories. Section. Start putting sections everywhere. Okay, so it should come from copy, which should also maybe just be in the context. Yeah. So intro. Copy dot start head there. There we go. Our stories. Okay. Let's give it a little. So let's say so story link. It's going to be display flex actually. And there we go. We're side by side. I say we ship that. Let's get some padding. Okay. Now we can ship it. Cool. Let's also here. Stories, filter, story, props, stories. Const, stories filtered. Stories, props, stories. Filtered. Stories. Actually, we go in reverse. That change. I told you it's gonna be bad. Stories data. Stories data. So we have a specific how. I don't know. Topics. Sorry. Trying to have some consistency here. So it's not fine. I forget where I even started with all that. To be, oh yes, we needed to. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, I was just filtering out some stories. Cool. mean, technically, there is this other thing, which we're gonna have to change the contrast on. Collection and related. I'm gonna leave those out for now because those aren't that essential. I do know we talked about. Oh yeah. We were talking about like a collapse state on the filtering. Which I think is still the plan. So let's add a state here. So this is where the search would come into play. So class. Class is collapsed. Right now, let's just set them all to true. So then it'd be like story.is collapsed. What's gonna be the, I think, image from like gone. Oh, cool, that works. We might, oh yeah, I think like, oh, we could even actually say filter. All right, that's on me. That was fun. So that's probably not what we want. We probably want to have just like a consistent graying out. So that'll be back. Actually, so yeah, I need to do it here. Try to avoid the important tag at all costs. So it could be like lookup colors, slug. And however we do the collapse logic. Collapse. Let's pretend that's a value in here. What if it should be the opposite? Should they be collapsed by default? No, I shouldn't. Should they? No. So look up color, but then slug collapse, and if collapse, then return again. Let's return black for now. And if we just went ahead and said true, there they go, they'll go back. And true. Okay. Got some missing ones, obviously. So many. Very interesting. I wonder if this will actually, searching, we should sort, not just collapse. Music. more stuff to talk about, but Jan. Okay. Mhm. I mean, it's all kind of in there now, so let's just set that to be based on collapse. I guess that's what we can just rudimentarily hook up the collapse with the search. So how should we do this? So like if they type music, I only want those 4 stories to be full on. A few ways we could do this. A lot of ways. I don't want to manipulate the data because like stories is doing different things in different places. So I think I just want to pass around. Basically, the search needs to share the results, which would actually be the filter, and then actually the only thing we really need is the ID. Is that even a thing? Or the slug, the URL that is essentially our unique ID, URL or slug. I'm not sure. I think slug, I'm going to use the standardized. Okay, I'm going to standardize slug as the thing we pass around. So I'm pretty sure stories dot. Yeah, let's use that. So in our search, just want slug, slug, because we're not rendering anything else here for the moment. So let's see, slugs equal results dot map dot slug. So it's just going to be array of slugs. Okay. Now to share that, we could externalize it and basically pass it up the tree and down the tree. So it could be like up the tree to home. We could do like a, find slugs or something, and then pass it in here. Slugs, that kind of situation. That'd be fine. We could also make a store, and then they just could automatically connect. Then it's less transportable. It means like we can't use this search feature again, but the search feature, knowing what the rest of our pages are, doesn't seem that important. So I'm gonna go ahead. But what if we want to do our stories? I guess it depends on what the author pages look like. If we're this is our resources page. That's getting a different styling. So that's looking good. I like this. We don't have authors pages designed up, but it's just a single page. I don't think it's going to be necessary to talking myself in and out of this. You know what? Let's go with props for now. I mean, I usually go with a store because then there's less prop passing, but it's one level. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. That'll be simple for now. So it'll just be, all right, top level, and export let slugs. And then I actually don't know I'm always confused about the assignment here. I feel like this is maybe the same thing. So slugs is exported, which means we can say find slugs, which means we can say let slugs expect it to be an array, and it expects, and maybe instead of calling it slugs, like stories. No, let's do it. Those are the ones, it expects anything in there to be anything, or maybe it's hide. That's what's expecting. It collapsed. I don't like this at all. The naming that is. This method's fine. Export like collapsed. And then just in the stories, just export collapsed. All right, let's start there and let's just make sure they are getting passed over properly. All right now it's an empty array. And when we start typing, all right, it's actually the opposite. It's which stories we want. Dummy. Highlights. Very exciting. Collapsed. Or maybe it should just be called results. No. Okay, so I know it's passing this stuff in properly. But basically what I want to say is stories equals stories dots. There's a lot of ways we could do this. Let's not manipulate stories. Maybe it should just actually be a lookup. So lookup. Yeah, I've changed my mind like 100 times. Highlight dot includes slug. Is it highlight or highlights? Highlight. All right, so if highlight includes slug, but opposite of that, then it's collapsed. And then look up color. Slug. Same deal here. If highlight dot includes slug, save, and look at the magic. It's not magic at all. All right. All right, no, that's working. None of them are being highlighted. But really, if none of them are being highlighted, we want all of them to be highlighted. So we could even have, yeah. So we should maybe even know. So it's a little, that would actually be then in search. So if there are no results, data.map, we actually want to include everything. I'm sure I will change this. In the future. Right, if results. It should work. Highlights. Oh, so sad. So what's that like? Oh. Actually, let's reverse it. So this is like the fallback case. So just the only thing that's wrong there is color. If highlight dot includes, right? I don't know, that's like all of them should be logging out, right? Yeah, every single story's in there. So everything, so highlight includes. Oh, that was right. Look up colors, look. If highlight that includes slug, highlight doesn't include slug. Super confused. All right, well, let's at least look at the collapsing part. And then I'll figure out my truth key logic. Music. Hey, there we go. Okay. So the only ones that are visible right now are the music ones. Okay. Why is my color not right? Look up. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's only not working when it's. It's exceptionally confusing. Okay, well, I need a break, so that's where I'll pick up when we come back. Until next time.